Hi everybody, this is Book Looms, and today we are going to be making Evil Queen Regina from the TV show Once Upon a Time. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to make Regina's arms. So I have already made one arm and placed it on a spare hook, so I'm going to show you how to do one arm together, and then you will have to please pause the video and make the other arm by yourself. So we are going to start by taking two double black bands and going down our loom 4 times with the black bands. And we are using 2 bands at a time. And now for our 5th set, we are going to take skin color bands and place them on our loom. And then we're going to take another skin colored band, a single band this time, and we are going to wrap it around. We're going to try to do 5 times, but if you can't get 5 times, depending on the stretchiness of your bands, you are going to only have to do it 3 or 4 times. So we're going to reach in and loop forward, like we're looping a chain of bands. So now what you can do is please take a spare hook or a pencil or a pen, and you're going to take the arm off of your loom and keep it just like this. And now please pause the video and make another arm. So now we are going to make Regina's hair. You are going to have 3 strands of hair in total. And I'm going to show you how to make 1, and then you're going to pause the video and make 2 by yourself. So, for our first strand of hair, what we're going to do is take 2 bands and place them on our loom. And now we're going to take 2 more bands. We're going to go through with our hook, place them like this, and then pull and stretch like this. And then you can kind of just stretch it out, and then you're going to put one end, you're going to put this end back on your loom, and you are going to take 2 more bands and pull through once again. And now you can even leave this loop on. Take 2 more bands. And just keep pulling. Oops. Just keep pulling them over. And you are going to want to wait until we have 5 strands. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to do it one more time. So it's just like we're making a slip knot. 5. So now we should have 5. And you can just kind of stretch out. So now please pause the video and make 2 more of these strands, and I will see you when we are done. Okay, so now we're going to start making Regina's body. You will need a lot of black bands for this part of the tutorial, but if you want, you don't have to make the dress black. You can make it really any color. I think that purple is a really regal color, or like a dark brown or something. I think that Regina usually wears a lot of darker colors, so whichever color you want to use, I think that'd be great. So we're going to start with our loom in the offset position. No, I'm sorry. We're going to start with our loom in the rectangular position. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So, what we are going to do is take double bands And right now we're going to use whatever color you are using for her skin tone. Now, in my original Regina doll, I gave her dress an opening in the middle. So you can decide what color you want to use, not what color, how long you want this opening to be. So I think that I am going to make it 5 stitches like I normally did. So just do this for now. And then what we are going to do is take skin color bands here, skin colored bands here, and skin colored bands here. And now we can start with our black bands. So we're going to lay 2 here, 2 here, and then if you want, you can keep adding the skin tone here. So I'm definitely going to do that, just because the picture I'm modeling this after, Lana's dress, is open. And by Lana, I mean Lana Padilla, who plays Regina, who I think is completely awesome. I think that she's a great person, a great actress. Oops. And one of the reasons why Once Upon a Time is one of my favorite shows is because of her. I think that she portrays Regina greatly. She makes us feel sympathetic for her despite the wrongdoings that she's done. Yeah, I can go on about this for a while, but Lana really, really is one of my favorites. And I really hope, I don't know how I want Once Upon a Time to like end for good, but I hope that when it does, they really consider, I'm going to use black here by the way, they really consider giving Regina her happy ending. And I don't know who that's going to be with, but I think whoever it is going to be very lucky to have her, because she really is one of my favorites. So we're going to put 2 bands to the side here, 2 bands to the side here, two to the side here, and we're going to keep going down our loom. So who do you guys think that Regina should end up with, or what do you think that her happy ending will be? And how do you guys feel about what happened in the 4A finale? I won't say what happens just in case somebody didn't watch it yet. But or maybe for some reason you clicked on this video and you don't watch Once Upon a Time. I don't know. But maybe you just wanted to make this character. But if you don't watch Once Upon a Time, you definitely should. And now we are just about done laying our bands. And today I am using Rainbow Loom Regular Black. in my mini Katniss doll video, I used the Rainbow Loom web store special Simplicity Black, but today this is just regular black. I think that the web store special would look really cool on this, but I don't know if I have enough left. Okay, so one more thing, a couple more things that we're going to do before we start to loop is grab Regina's arms and place them from here and here. And then we are going to start placing our capping bands. So the capping bands colors that I'm going to use for this project are black, because the majority of the project is black. I usually try to do that. We're going to take one black band, twist it upon itself, and lay it. And if that's hard for you, what you can do is take your hook and just push it around once, and then do this. So we are going to take our hook, twist it around once here, and then we're going to do one more single, twist it around here, and now we're going to switch. Okay, you guys, so we actually don't need to add any more capping bands, because the little bands in here that go to the sides are going to act as our capping bands. But one thing we do need to do is add a cap band right here. So I'm going to turn the light on. Does that make it better? We're going to take one and twist it around 3 times. I actually don't know if this light is making it better, but I'll leave it on. So what we are going to do is we're gonna reach in here through this 3 band. Take our 2 bands, that go to the right, and push them over to the right. And now we're going to take two bands that go over to the left. And now we can go forwards. I actually am redoing this tutorial because I deleted the files from my computer, unfortunately. But, alright, so when I made this the first time, I did capping bands here, and I liked it, but I want to see how it's going to look without the cap bands, because I've done it before on some of my other designs, and I think it looks fine. So now we just... And if you really wanted, I guess you could do the top of the dress like this too. But you just have to reach in and see which direction the first one goes. And then you'll be all set. Sorry guys, I had to sit down. So we got one band, reach in and grab the other. And now we're gonna reach in and go to the side. Loop forwards. So many bands are falling down. I don't know if you can hear that. I think I'm accidentally pushing them off with my sleeve. So now we're just going to go forward. And now we are going to change things up a little bit. So what we are going to do is go in here, and our 2 bands are going to the forward. And now our 2 bands are going to the side. You know, nope, we only got 1 band there, I believe. And now these are going to the other side. And now we can loop. So now I'm just trying to grab these 2 skin bands. And with this project, the bands will kind of tug in their own direction and tell you where they want to go. So if you're ever unsure, just give it a little tug. But even if you put them on the opposite side, I believe it will still look okay, because I know I've done that. Okay. So now, just pushing it down. It's a force of habit. Usually I loom with it in my hand and not on a flat surface. So now we can loop. Oops. Okay, so now we are almost done with her body. So we're going to reach in. And that kind of just popped up. And now we are going to connect everything together. Like this. And now we can carefully take this off of our loom. And we are going to be sure to be very careful as we keep moving up the loom so that the whole thing will not come apart. And then we will both be very upset. All right. So, oh, that looks different. You know what? All right, so it turned out a little different than I had imagined it to be, the dress, but I don't dislike it. But I will add an annotation on where you should add 2 black bands here and here if you want, if you're going for this look. I didn't realize that when I started. So now we are going to add the hair and make her face. Okay guys, so now we can start making Regina's head. So we're going to be taking double black bands double black bands. And now we can switch to our skin tone bands. And now we're going to take 2 more black bands, just to give the illusion of Regina's really awesome headpiece. Okay, so now we are going to add her hair. I wound up making a lot of hair because, like I said, I had to redo this tutorial. So I'm just going to put all these on a single band. But if you guys only did 3 pieces of hair, that is perfect. But I wound up having 5 from both times I did it. I actually probably should have 6. But what we are going to do is take however many pieces of hair you made, and then we're going to take 2 black bands and slide all of these on, and then take the other end of the black band, and we have a really thick piece. So now we can put this on top of our loom. And actually, I think I only used a single. So what I'm gonna do is I just put these all on my hook again. They're all still there. And now just put them all on a single band. I'm sorry for that mistake. I don't know how much of a difference it's gonna make, but okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide 2 little pony beads on our loom. Not on our loom, I'm sorry, on a single skin tone band. And we're gonna place the eyes. And then a really cool trick I learned from my friend Marloom's Creations, thank you, Marloom's Creations, is to put it like that. And I also want to thank Marloom's Creations because if it was not for her, I would not know how to make a doll figurine. And she is awesome. So now we can take our body and put it on the loom. Whoops. And we are going to, just like before, see which direction these bands are going in. And loop forward. But with Regina, what we want to make sure that we do once we do this is we want to go in, to the side, pull the hair out of the way, to the side, and then we want to save this one for last, just because that will make the headpiece look like it's snug on her head. So now we are going to reach in through all these bands, grab a single black band, and pull. And if you want, you can do 2 black bands, So now we can take her off of our loom. And I'd say she's looking pretty regal. And now we are going to just add a couple more little things. First, we're going to hide that band. Next, we're going to pop her eyes through so we can see them a little bit more. And I have a gray band. So what I'm going to do is I am going to wrap it around Regina's neck, because in the photo she is wearing a little gray thing. You know what, I think we could do two since the chest area is a little larger. And if you don't have a gray band, you could use any color you want. Or you don't have to do this part. So this kind of makes it look cool. And then if you want, what you can do is take one more black band and just tie all of this hair together. Oops. Oh, and one more thing, I'm sorry, to give Regina a little more sass, what you can do is go through one of the stitches here. Go through one of the stitches here, here, take either a black or a skin colored band. On this one I used black band, so I'll use black. Make a little slip knot. Pull it out a little bit. So now it looks like her hands are on her hips. Or she's ordering somebody to do something. So I'm going to do that on the other side. And there we have Regina. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please show me your Reginas on Instagram by hashtagging booklooms, or direct messaging me, or making a post and tagging me in it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you liked the video, and please subscribe, and I will see you next time.